Build the dream in FIFA 20, pay less and get more, and use the code TVM at checkout for a bigger discount. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to another video. Today, EA have done something I don't think they've ever done before, and I've got a feeling it was intentional. They've dropped an 86 rated Player of the Month card that costs 20,000 coins. That's right. Jamie Vardy's 86 rated Player of the Month is coming in at around 22 to 25k, so it's around, yeah, but let's just say 25k. I don't know. I'm gobsmacked. I don't know why it's this cheap. Many people are thinking that they meant to do like an 85 and an 83 or an 86 and an 83, and they've just forgotten the most expensive squad and released it as an 83. Either way, I'm not complaining. And we are going to do the review today. 3-star, 3-star, high work rates. I mean, initially, right, just ignore the card. Let's pretend the card isn't on the screen. 3-star, 3-star, high work rates for a striker is not great, right? So that's a bad start. Going into the attributes, we haven't put a chem style on him yet. That doesn't look amazing in terms of passing, right? So you've got 71 short passing, 76 vision. Now, in this game, whereby, you know, people are using drop back a lot, that tournament today that EA are streaming, a lot of the pros are using drop back, and it's starting to show in gameplay. Played a few games today, not with Vardy, but I've played a few games so far, and people are adopting the pro method of drop back, right? So we need to be passing in and around the area. That could prove to be a problem. Ball control and dribbling, not great. Agility isn't great at all either. However, we have 90 acceleration, 92 sprint speed, 89 finishing, 90 attack positioning with 90 shot power. Sorry, 89 shot power, close enough. And then 86 composure with 88 reactions, and then good stamina and aggression as well. So, in terms of a pure counter-attacking player, this guy is going to be phenomenal, and we can do something about the passing with a chem style. So it's not the end of the world. The team I've got him in looks like that. Believe it or not, that's not my first team, and this is my Road to Glory account. In fact, I can tell you that only 1, 2, okay, I say only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at a push players are in my starting 11. The other players are just sort of there. So that goes to show how you can build a good account this year without putting any FIFA points on. But the sniper chem style is what I'm going to choose for Jamie Vardy. There are a couple of options. Maybe you'll want to improve the passing. Maybe you'll want to improve the dribbling. Maybe you want to improve the finishing for whatever reason. I've gone with a sniper because it gives me the best spread on the dribble. So we're up to 86 agility. We're up to 85 on balance. We're now into the 90s for reactions. Up into the 80s for ball control, high 80s for dribbling, and we've just crept into the 90s on composure. That, to me, sounded much more impressive than, oh, we've just boosted the finishing by 5. Oh, and by the way, we now have 80 passing. Do you know what I mean? It's like, well, I'd like to improve his passing, I really would, but I just feel like improving the mobility of the card, so to make him feel a little bit more agile, was far more important. And now we've turned him into a finishing machine. He's got 99 finishing and he's lightning quick with 95 positioning. That, in turn, should make this card super usable. Now, I'm not a massive fan of the weak foot. It's one of the reasons why I'm not hell-bent on using Sane, despite the fact that he's, you know, he sat on my bench and he doesn't come on that often anymore because he's got a 3-star weak foot and it annoys me. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with Vardy. But if anything else, right, before we even continue with this review, for 22, 25k, it doesn't matter if this card is bad before I even start playing with it. It does not matter, because if you've got a first owner, 86 rated English Premier League striker for 20k that has 90 pace and 89 finishing, honestly, for the rest of it, doesn't really matter, because for objectives, this is going to be brilliant. That's a great ball. Lucas on the end of this, maybe. Can he dink it forward to Vardy? It's a goal. Well, it's not going to count for Vardy, but he's put the pressure on. It's actually gone down as an own goal, but I'm getting rinsed by this guy because I've accidentally put myself on ultra attacking. That's normally the setting that I sort of, like my game plan that I set up. It wasn't in this case. I didn't set any of it up because I didn't need to, because the team lines up how I want it to, right? But I've wasted all the energy of my players, and I've just been on constant pressure for for an hour. So yeah, and I'm now on tilt because of that. So yeah, and I thought we'd conceded again, but Vardy has forced a goal. Here he is again through the middle. Jamie Vardy. Can he score? No. Can he get the rebound? Yes. There's Jamie Vardy back for 4-2. So up next, we have a Player of the Month, Jamie Vardy. To be fair, I think everyone is going to have Player of the Month. That is my team. He's got the red Walker. He's got red Digne. He's got Lucas and Vardy. It's basically the same side. And Sane in there as well. All the way out wide here to the overlapping Digne. Ball inside to Lucas. I was going to play it to Vardy, but Vardy just ran and ran and ran. Ball comes down and Lucas has missed. But Vardy actually gave me a good distraction there and opened up the space. I didn't want him to do that, but he did it naturally. And we got a shot off. We probably should have scored, to be fair. Here is Vardy. Ball through the middle here for Zaha to chase. He's got pace, but the ball from Vardy was not quite hard enough. I think, again, that comes down to the short passing. I don't know whether I've shown you any clips of his passing so far, but yeah, that is definitely, an issue that we'll talk about a little bit later on. Ball inside for Sane. This is going to come to Lucas, to Zaha. This is Vardy. Jamie Vardy. Oh, what a save from Kasper Schmeichel. That's nice football. Up for Lucas to chase here. Going to bring it inside. Nice. And again. And Zaha on the turn. Oh, it should have been a goal. Into Vardy. Little 1-2 here with Zaha maybe. That's great football. Vardy's touch was brilliant. His pace is electric. It's a poor effort of goal, but he didn't have much option there, to be fair. Lucas plays it out to Kyle Walker. Back into Zaha, who's going to kick this into the back of the net to make it 1-0. Digne inside. This is Lucas. Zaha. Jamie Vardy with a drag back. Does really well. Jamie Vardy. Good save again from Kasper Schmeichel. Sane. Ball to Vardy. Pass into Lucas was good. He's going to give it back to Vardy. Well, he's not actually, because it didn't register the pass and Lucas has missed an absolute sitter. Ball through to Zaha. Lucas. Well, try to give it to Vardy. Turn from Vardy. He's in. He shoots and he scores. Finally. The game has been fighting me second half, and I think that little bit of information that came out about momentum being in the game and they found a code or whatever, I mean, it's been around for years. It's for single player stuff, but people believe it's online. But the more you play the game, the more you convince yourself that it is actually online. I've had 60+% possession in the first half with 93% pass accuracy. My opponent hasn't had a shot on target. Second half, I can't keep the ball. I can't pass straight. And Vardy has been passing. His passing's been worse in the second half than it was in the first, and his first touches and such have not been that great. Finally, he's on the score sheet, and maybe we can start to move a bit now. Can he open his body up? Well, he scores with the left foot, and that's his weak foot, and I didn't want to do that. I wanted, as I say, to open his body up and to curl it around with a finesse shot, but he's on the score sheet twice, and finally we can see some daylight between me and my opponent, and deservedly so as well. We've been the better team, and Vardy has been on target twice. Price aside, let's just look at this objectively, right? Is this card any good? Yeah, it's not bad. I actually had a lot of fun with it. If I could maybe tweak one or two things, I'd give him 80 short passing, and I'd give him a 4-star weak foot, and then I'd be over the moon, and I'd be singing this guy's praises. As it stands, the weak foot can be irritating. He has scored a couple of goals for me with the weak foot. Granted, both were unintentional. One of which I think I actually showed you, where I wanted him to finesse it round the keeper, and he's actually hit it with his left. The other one, I went to hit it with his right, and it rolled across him, and he hit it with his left, and he still scored. So, yeah, there are definitely some negatives there, but the positives far outweigh the negatives in this situation. He's unbelievably quick. He's really good in front of goal. His finishing is fantastic. He's got insane positioning. His penalties and his volleys with the right chem style can go all the way up to like 99. His dribbling across the board is pretty damn good. And again, his actual dribbling stat and his ball control stat, not that great. But if you do give him that sniper, everything goes mid-80s and some of it goes to low 90s. So you've got again, a very competent player there. Decent in the air, good stamina, nice aggression and jumping stats. Honestly, right, the only two things that really bug me about the card is the weak foot and the passing. And I can overlook them because guess what? This is 20 to 25,000 coins for an 86 rated first owner Premier League striker that can be used in a lot of teams. Even if you don't use him in your team and you bring him on as a sub, or even if you don't do that because your bench is stacked, you can use him for objectives. There has to be some sort of an agenda here from EA. Either they're going to give us, score 50 goals in 4 games with an English player for an objective, or they just want to try and raise the price of 83 rated cards. But either way, this is an unbelievably cheap SBC that you just have to do. You can't pass it up, whoever you are. If you disagree and you think that it's pointless and you're not going to do it, then feel free to let me know in the comments. But if you have enjoyed the review, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for new, and until the next time, goodbye.
Football Index. The game changed. Download the app now.